What are your thoughts about this? Like, why do we even have to talk about these calls that is going in the Kansas City Chiefs direction?
Well, because it's frustrating. And nowadays, if Kansas City fans don't care, they're happy with it. They see nothing wrong with it, which is fine. It's your team. So of course, you'll feel that way. But I think even the most objective fans that are watching that game are like, "Hey, I don't think that was right. I don't think that was right. I don't think that was right." But what you gonna do about it? It keeps happening. The NFL doesn't see anything wrong with it. Now, again, would Houston have won that game? I don't know, but one of them led to 7 points. It was a third down. They called a roughing the passer on Will Anderson on a play where he had overthrown Travis Kelce on a third down. That would have been fourth down. They would have been punting. But instead of punting, they drove the ball down the field and scored a touchdown. That's 7 points. That wouldn't have happened, at least on that drive. That happened. The other one, he was scrambling around and could have easily went out of bounds, came back in the field to play, and then slid, and everybody's like, well, those guys were spearing. Look, fans, I have a challenge for you. I want you to, if you have a punching bag or you have a mattress or something, I want you to try to run as fast as you can into something, and I want you to lead your body without your head. And if you can have that target move a little bit, that'd be great. And I want you to come back and look yourself in the mirror and tell yourself the truth. How difficult was that? Were you able to do it? Were you able to lead your body without your head? Because I can tell you the answer is no. It's not physically possible for you to run full speed, aim at something, go to drop your shoulder on it, and then pull your head out of it. At least not in this sport. I mean, maybe you could do it somehow, but you're going to hurt yourself trying to do it that way. And I think a lot of these calls and a lot of these issues stem from people who don't play the game making the rules. And they're like, and even the people that watch it, they're like, oh, they can do better than that. They're putting them in danger. They're spearing. They're doing this. They're playing football. You're playing fast. A guy's dropping to the ground. He's literally falling to the ground. I'm trying to follow a moving target as it gets lower. And after a while, it gets lower to the point where it's on the ground. I can't go any lower. My eyes are taking me literally where the target is. So if my eyes are there, my body's going to be there, and my body's going to go follow my eyes. That's just how it works. I'm sorry. I'm tired of hearing fans talk about what these players should and could do and how they should be able to take their head out of it and how they should. You can't do it, and you can't show me an example of you doing it. So shut up. Shut up, because I'm so tired of that. That's one of the most frustrating things to read and see consistently. Like, he should have just took his head out of it. He should have just took his head out of it. He should have just hit him with his shoulder. If it was that easy, they'd be doing it. They'd be doing it. If you can lead your body with your shoulder and not put your head into it, I'm sure more guys would do it. They try. There are there's a lot of moving factors. There's a body moving, another body moving. But back to this game. The Kansas City Chiefs won the game. Did they get some favorable calls? Sure. They're also still a dang good team. Their defense played good football, held Houston to 14 points, really got after the quarterback. Travis Kelce played a really good game. I don't think Houston had a great plan for Travis Kelce. I think, they kind of saw, hey, man, maybe he's not having a season that we're used to him having, so we're not going to game plan like he's an elite player and we're going to worry about everybody else. And I think that was a mistake because he had one of his best games, 117 yards and a TD. I think Mahomes was 7 for 8 with 117 yards and a TD and a perfect passer rating when throwing to Travis Kelce in this game. And that can't be it. They played together for too long for you to allow him to just be wide open and them to play pitch and catch all game long. So I think that was a mistake that I don't think the Buffalo Bills will make. I don't think they're going to just leave Travis Kelce open repeatedly and allow them to play pitch and catch all game long. Kamai Fairbairn missed 2 field goals in an extra point, and one of them was a really long field goal. Obviously, that's tough, but could have been more points on the board and could have changed the outcome of this game and changed the way that Houston and DeMeco Ryans approached this game in certain respects. Houston outgained the Kansas City Chiefs by over 100 yards. I think this is the first time in the history of the game a team out-yardage the other team, didn't turn the ball over, and lost. And could those calls have been part of it? Sure. But, at this point, what is there to say? You know what I mean? There's nothing you can do about it, crying over spilled milk. Can the Buffalo Bills get it done against the Kansas City Chiefs in in Kansas City, that's to be seen. That's to be seen. I think they can. I think they have the team to do it. But again, you have to slay the dragon in order for the dragon to be going, in order to prove the point. And until they do, you have to give Kansas City the benefit of the doubt. They are the champs. They are the reigning champions. And they play that way, and they continue to maybe get favorable calls that way. But hey, you want to beat them, you got to beat them, and you got to go over and beyond. You got to beat them very, very handily. It has to be a convincing win for you to get a win and go to the Super Bowl. And would you want it any other way if you're Josh Allen? No. This is a legacy-defining season for Josh Allen. This could be the season that cements your name in the history books in a very positive way. You know, there no other quarterback outside of Matthew Stafford and Tom Brady has the Super Bowl during the Mahomes era. Can you be the next guy to etch his name in the history books? We'll see.
Back to this Kansas City Chiefs team, I think the X factor with this team that, you know, it gets talked about, but not enough, is their defense. I mean, they sacked CJ Stroud 8 times. You know, when you got a defense that can get after the quarterback, make timely plays, and turn the ball over, that's the ultimate X factor for Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce in this offense. So kudos to the Kansas City Chiefs. This game against Buffalo is going to be must-watch football. No question about it. This team in Kansas City does not look like the same Kansas City Chiefs team, but they keep winning and winning and winning and winning. Can Josh Allen finally slay that dragon? We're going to see next Sunday.